Hello and welcome to The Print. The Modi government today passed the Women's Reservation Bill, the first legislative business to be taken up in the new parliament, with 454 votes in favour and 2 against it. It's a landmark law that is bound to have a huge impact on India's electoral politics. In the pipeline for 27 years, the bill, which has been rechristened Nari Shakti Vandan, reserves one-third of the total number of seats for women in Lok Sabha, state legislative assemblies and the Legislative Assembly of the National Capital Territory of Delhi. In this special broadcast, let me take you through the main points of the Constitution 128th Amendment Bill 2023 and tell you why it is important for electoral politics in India. Besides reserving 33% of the total seats in Lok Sabha, state legislative assemblies and the Legislative Assembly of the National Capital Territory of Delhi, the bill also proposes a quota within quota by reserving one-third seats for women belonging to scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. The bill does not, however, spell out how one-third of the total seats will be identified. There is also no sub-quota for other backward class women. This was a long-standing demand of political parties like the Samajwadi Party and the Rashtriya Janata Dal, and the main reason for the bill getting stalled all these years. There is also a sunset clause in the new bill. It says the reservation will be for a period of 15 years from the date of commencement of the Act, and seats reserved for women will be rotated after each delimitation exercise. There will also be no reservation in Rajya Sabha or the state legislative councils. You must be curious to know, when will the bill get implemented? Well, it's unlikely to be implemented before next year's general election. Reason? The bill inserts Article 334A, a new provision that states that reservation will come into effect only after delimitation exercise is undertaken for this purpose, which in turn can take place only after the census. The 42nd Amendment froze the delimitation exercise till the results of the first census after 2001 was published. In 2001, though, this freeze was extended for another 25 years, that is 2026. This means that unless the first census figures post 2026 come in, delimitation exercise cannot begin. Also, for the delimitation exercise to happen, Article 82 and 173 of the Constitution would have to be amended. So, what do these two articles say? Article 82 provides for redrawing of the constituencies of both Lok Sabha and state assemblies after every census, while Article 173 provides for composition of the legislative assemblies. Although the census was supposed to be conducted in 2021, it got put off because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Now it is likely to start only after the 2024 parliamentary elections and will take at least 3 years before the census report is published. So we are looking at a time frame after 2029 for the Women's Reservation Act to come into effect. Currently, 14.36% of the total MPs in Lok Sabha are women, while in legislative assemblies it varies from state to state. The proposed bill, however, will not affect any representation in the Lok Sabha, the Legislative Assembly of States or the Legislative Assembly of the National Capital Territory of Delhi until their dissolution. This means that at the time of the enactment of the new law, if a legislative assembly of the state is already in place, the law will come into force only after a term ends. The Women Reservation Bill has a contentious history. Significant differences of opinion among different political parties has held back the passage of the bill since 1996, when it was first brought in Lok Sabha by H.D. Deve Gowda-led United Front government in 1996. It, however, lapsed after the House was dissolved. It was introduced again in 1998 and 1999 but was stalled both times. In 2010, the then United Progressive Alliance government got the bill passed in Rajya Sabha again amidst huge backlash from across the political spectrum, but it lapsed before being tabled in Lok Sabha. So how is the bill different from the 2010 bill? The provisions of both the UPA era bill and this one are more or less the same, except that the bill brought by the Modi government makes delimitation exercise a precondition for reserving seats for women in Lok Sabha and state legislative assemblies. Other than this, both bill proposes quota within quota for women belonging to scheduled castes and scheduled tribes, but no subquota for OBCs. Significantly, the OBC subquota is one of the major reasons for the bill being stalled for so many years. This time also, as debate on the bill started, the Congress too demanded an OBC subquota, joining hands with two other opposition parties from the India bloc who have made the same demand, Samajwadi Party and RJD. That's all for now. Do log on to the Print YouTube channel for more.